Ooh, I'm trying to get my lighting together. Hello, everyone. Happy belated Thanksgiving and Merry belated Christmas or belated Merry Christmas. I just came here just for a few moments, maybe about 10 minutes, didn't come to talk about a whole lot. Um, New Year is approaching. The new year is approaching. How many of you feel like this year just went by like, I mean, this year zoomed by so quickly. It's like time is going really fast. For whatever reason, it's moving by extremely fast these days. And I know a lot of people make New Year's resolutions. I used to. I don't make resolutions anymore. I just plan for the future and plan for something better. Whatever my hopes and dreams are, I plan for those. I have a lot of things coming up. I have plans. I have transition to new things. So I came to kind of talk about some of you guys' plans, not just because the new year is coming in, but plans that you, things that you may want to do in the future. You may want to buy a house. You may want a car. You may want to take a vacation. You know, you may want to get married. You may want to have a baby. Different things. So I've come to kind of talk about things like that. I think it's important that we all take time for ourselves. Most of the time, our lives are very rush. You know, we work, we have families, and all kinds of things, and the majority of us don't have enough time for ourselves. So I make it a point now that my children are grown. My children are grown. I have grandchildren. I have a lot more time for myself than I ever have. Not saying that I didn't have time when my children were young, because one thing I can say, it was such a pleasure raising my sons. It was such a pleasure raising my three sons. I would never say that they didn't get on my nerves sometimes. It wasn't tough a lot of times. It was all that and then some. But just me raising them as a mother, it wasn't like the hardest thing in the world to do. There was never a time that I did not want my children like with me. I know a lot of people have kids now, and they want other people to raise their children. I've never been that kind of mother. It was such a pleasure to raise my three sons. People used to call me names. They used to call me. They used to say I think my children better than theirs, all kinds of things because I didn't want anybody to babysit my children. So because I didn't want people to raise my, not raise them, but watch my children, I thought my children were better than theirs. Of course, I never thought that, but I was a mother that wanted to raise her own children. I didn't want the streets to raise my kids. I didn't want other people to raise my children. I was fortunate enough when I had my three boys, I was able to stop working and take care of them. I didn't have to put them in daycare, child care, any of that. Everybody don't have that opportunity, but I'm blessed to have it. Hello, Mason. I'm blessed. I was blessed to have that opportunity to do that. Um, I know people now that would say, "Excuse me, which one of my children do you want?" And I'm like, "Huh? What do you mean? Which one of your children do I want? They're your children, but you ask me which one do I want?" Every week, this person used to try to get people to watch these five kids. Sometimes they would try to get, a couple of people, maybe five people to watch one or whoever. But when you can have the audacity or nerves to get on a phone and ask somebody which one or two or three of your kids do they want, that's crazy. Now, if I get on the phone and call you and say, "Well, we're going to do a little something. Can I get the kids for the weekend?" But you calling me, and if I tell you I don't want any of them, now you mad at me like I disrespect you. How did I disrespect you if I don't want your children? You had them. The same enjoyment that we have when we're making these children, let's have that same enjoyment when we're raising them. It was just funny. I'm sorry, guys. That came to my mind. Because don't nobody call me and ask me that now. Not how nobody wouldn't dare. But back then, yeah, I used to get asked that a lot because a lot of people used to like for their children to come to my house because they liked how I was raising my sons. And it was never very seldom somebody asked me to watch a female. It was always a boy because I'm a boy mom. Every once in a while, I may let a female come over, and then we change things around. If the female come over, the female is going to sleep with me, and my husband is going to sleep in. He would sleep in the room. But my husband then he passed away, God rest his soul, in 2015, and I'm about to remarry again. I'll be married in a few months, but I was a boy. I'm a boy. I am a boy mom. So I had boys to come over, and it started becoming to be such a habit. Every time, every weekend, somebody asked me, "Can I watch their children?" And it was some of the children was crying to come to the house because they had such a good time when they came. Hello, Dynasty. How are you? Mason, why are you putting all these numbers in the chat? Why are you putting all these different numbers in the chat? I'm curious to know. Thank you, Dynasty. I'm curious to know why you're putting all these numbers in the chat. I mean, you can always do a super chat if you like. I mean, you can make those numbers show up real on my screen if you would like, but why are you putting all these numbers in the chat? How was you guys' Christmas? I just came on for a few moments. I normally come on to talk about bed bugs. This is not a bed bug day. I just came to talk about how you guys' Christmas been, and also what do you guys have planned for the coming new year? How are you going to bring the new year in? Is this a new YouTube thing with people just coming and putting a bunch of numbers in? Is that something new? Your Christmas is wonderful. Oh, that is great. They're absolutely wonderful. I did something different this year. I spent Thanksgiving and Christmas alone. Did I have to? No, because I have children, I have grandchildren, I have sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews. I have a whole huge family. But I just decided I just wanted to spend it by myself this year. I don't know, but they need to stop. It's irritating. Yeah, I'm trying to understand what is all these numbers for. You said, "Oh my God, you would have been so pretty if you were white." Well, that's a mean thing to say. I'm a beautiful person, irregardless. I am exactly who God created me to be. If He wanted me to be white, I would have been. But it was His choice. I am exactly as He created me to be, and I'm beautiful either way. So I mean, the color of my skin does not change who I am. I would have been a beautiful person, black, white, pink, purple, green, or yellow. Yeah, if you guys keep putting these numbers in, I'm going to have to remove you because this is not making sense. I give you money. I mean, you can always do a super chat. I will see it at the top, but you don't have to. I'm not asking you to. But I just don't see the point of all of these numbers. Hello, Nicole. It just doesn't make sense. But whoever else, as you start putting numbers in, I'm just going to be removed. Please stop putting all these numbers in the chat. And I've been here 8 minutes. I'll be getting off in like a minute or two. I just came to chat for a little while, but sometimes some people just make it difficult. But you're not giving me money. You're just putting numbers on the screen. I don't know what I don't know I don't know what's going on with this. Why are y'all coming in here and disrespecting this beautiful woman? Y'all would not like it if she said something like that to you. Sorry. Yeah. Well, one thing I can say, Dynasty, honestly, in this world we live in today, it's a lot of unhappy people. It's a lot of happy people, but it's a lot of unhappy people. And unhappy people try to make other people unhappy. I'm not one of those kind of people that gonna fuss, yell, argue with anybody. I just don't do it. But I can remove you out of my. I can remove the person out of my life very easily. And to look at somebody and say you would be pretty if you were a certain color, that is bizarre. That tells me what something is going on here. Nobody would say something like that out of their mouth because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Thank you. But I mean, I get compliments every day of the week, every day of the week, as who I am, an African American black woman. I'm going to say an African woman. Let's take the American off. I'm an African woman born in America. That's who I am. You don't have to keep putting that either. Oh, Jesus. What time? Let me see. I've been here 10 minutes. I just don't like it when someone be mean to someone else, especially when they're way older than them. Well, I mean, I'm older than most people think, too. I'm definitely older than most people think. So, but I did come on to wish everyone, anyone who comes across this live, anyone who comes to the live while I'm live, this a happy new year. A happy new year. This year went by really quickly. Time is just going by really fast. And this is a year of, people are born every day, people die every day. This is something, this is a part of life. But in my life, it is a lot of people passing away that I know. I've lost one of my brothers died December 2nd. So I'm planning a wedding for myself. I'm planning my wedding, and now my family's planning a funeral. So we're planning a wedding and a funeral. Um, it's a lot going on. So, and it's not just that, my brother. It is so many people that I know that are passing away. Every few days, I'm hearing somebody died. Somebody passed away. So we're losing a lot of people. The world is losing a lot of people. Thank you, Dynasty. Yeah, it's very sad. Out of all my family, it's 8 of us. He's the first sibling that passed away. My mom and dad had 8 children together, and he's the first one that passed. Am I 67? Nope, I'm 60. Not 67, I'm 60. Yep, so, yeah. So, how was everyone's Thanksgiving and Christmas? Thank you, Harmony. I'm trying to keep up with the names in here, but it's like the same people just keep putting all these same thing in their numbers and everything. So, hello, Mariah. How are you? So, how was everyone's Christmas again? Did everyone have a good Christmas? It was amazing. I really liked it when I got to spend time with my family and friends. Yep, that's what it's definitely all about. All about spending time with your family and friends. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I notice a lot of people now are not doing traditional holidays, like the traditional meals. A lot of people are doing seafood, like a whole seafood Thanksgiving, a whole seafood Christmas, or whatever they choose. People have changed traditions a lot. Excuse me. And for me, I only ate meat for Thanksgiving. I cooked myself 2 different meats, and that's what I had for well, not Thanksgiving, Christmas. I had 2 different meats. That's all I wanted because I was home. I was by myself. Santa's not real. I don't know. I didn't say anything about Santa. Growing up, we're raised with what we're raised with. We're raised with believing that Santa Claus is real and all of these things. I don't know. Christmas, I really didn't like the presents. I was just worried about spending time with my family and friends. Yep. Now next year, I know next year I'll be doing something different. I don't know if I will be in the country next year or out of the country next year. I'm not sure where I'm going to spend the holidays, but I think I'm going to do something different because by then I'll be married. I'll be married again, so. But something I did, I used to throw a lot of parties. I used to throw these big, huge parties on the weekends, and I did all to keep my family together. So I always had a lot of celebrations at my house, just to keep family together. We always had a good time. Me and my brothers, sisters, a lot of my nieces and nephews, and whoever they may bring with them. They might bring their partners, their significant others, their husbands, their wives, their friends. And it always turned into a huge gathering. I used to cook all of this food and buy drinks and everything. We used to have a great time. Every once in a while, someone will ask me, "Are you going to start doing that again?" And then I'm like, "Nope, I've passed the torch on to whoever pick it up." I love your live. I love your live. Are you going to be on latest? If so, I will join. I'm going to play a card game with my family members. I'll see you later, beautiful. Okay, well, you have a great time with your family, Dynasty, and Happy New Year to you and your family. Thank you for joining in, and God bless you. Hello, Bella. Yeah, I'll be getting off in a few moments myself. I just wanted to come and just, show an appearance. Just say hello to everyone, ask everyone how their Thanksgiving and Christmas was, and just say Happy New Year to everybody. You're welcome. I and I stopped right in my mid and said I was about to say something, and I read a message. It just stopped me that quick. All right, good. Tell your family I said hello, and you guys enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Okay. So I'm gonna do 3 more minutes and 3 more minutes. Uh, 3 more minutes will be 20 minutes now. Jump off. Okay. They said you're really pretty. Oh, tell them I said thank you. What a sweet thing to say. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. No, 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 no. I don't really listen to what people say. When I look in the mirror, I see myself very well, and I know God did not create an ugly woman in me. I know that. So, people say what they say. People say what they say. So, thank you. And beauty is, so beauty is only skin deep. You go from here. You go what's inside the heart, inside what's inside. So. Because the outer appearance doesn't always stay the same. The outer appearance change, but it's your heart. The heart is normally what you have to go by. Not normally, you have to go by what the heart is, what the heart is giving, because that's true. So when you have a good heart and everything else is beautiful too, that's amazing. Not too much. You said what's going on? Not too much. I'm about to get off in like a minute or two. It's just coming on saying Happy New Year to everyone for the coming new year, and just asking people how was their Christmas and Thanksgiving. Okay, Dynasty. Talk to you later. You guys have a good time. Happy New Year again, and my blessings to you and your family. Why is everyone going off? I don't know. You said why is everyone going off? You mean why am I ending the live? Is that what you mean? I just got here and everyone is signing off. What? Okay, yeah, because I was going to be here 10 minutes, but now I've been here 20 minutes. That's why. Hello, I said Assam, Merry Christmas. Merry belated Christmas. I mean, you just came in when everybody was going off. It wasn't intended for me to be here a long time. No, I mean, it's okay. This wasn't a planned live. I just decided to come live. I've been going live on my own different platforms, just saying hello to everyone, saying happy belated Thanksgiving and Christmas, and just saying happy New Year. Hello, gamer. Not too much. What's going on with you? Christmas is boring. At least New Year. It's not here yet. Okay, so you feel like you had a boring Christmas? Okay. Well, mine was quiet. I didn't spend Christmas around anybody or with anybody. I spent Christmas alone because that's what I wanted to do. You know, something to look forward to. Yeah, well, the year went by so quickly. It's like 2024 went by fast, 2025 went by fast. So we have to make these days count. We have to make everything count now because time is just moving by so fast. And I chose to spend Christmas alone and Thanksgiving. I didn't want to spend it around anybody. I have a lot of family. I have a huge family. But I chose to spend it alone, both of them. And I'm going to bring the new year in alone too because this is how I want it. You say you can't deal with them at the moment? Okay. I hear you. Here where I am, it is 3:44 p.m. Do I know stray kids? I don't know what you mean. Do you know stray kids? No. Kids that are out stray? No. Oh, that's what you mean, no. Where are you in Africa? You in Nigeria? What part of Africa are you in? And if it's two, or are you in Africa? Stray Kids is a band, or it's a band. No, I don't know. I don't know that band. Hi, Malcolm, a Korean boy band. Okay. I'm in India, Northeast India. Okay, you're in India. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of secular music. When I listen to music, it's mainly gospel. Okay. Yeah, it's probably because you're young. You know, when you're young, you do kind of explore and move around until you get a little old and you get more settled. Yeah. some people grew up with a specific genre. Yeah, I mean, I grew up around a lot of different kind of music. For the older people, they call it oldie but goodies. For the younger people, we called it go-go. Go-go. But you have pop, R&B, rhythm and blues. It's a lot of genres, but I grew up in an era where they played a lot of music for old. They call them oldie but goodies again. Or you listen to the go-go bands where they do rap and all that stuff. That was my era. My favorite. I don't have a favorite instrument. I'm from Washington D.C. That's where I'm from. No, I'm not a singer. No, 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 no. Growing up, I did. Growing up, I did, but no, not now. Back then, I used to sing, but not professionally. But I used to love to sing. I haven't done it in years, so my voice is nothing like it used to be. Oh my God. Oh, I think I'm getting a little sleepy here. But most black people have good vocal range. No, 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 no. Some. It's a lot of us that do not. Some. Yes, some do. There are a lot of every race that can sing. There's a lot of every race that cannot sing. There's a lot of race of people who can't sing but think they can sing. How old am I? I'm 60. I still have some work to do. I'll be getting off in a few minutes. It's time for me to eat my dinner. I don't like to eat too late. So I'll be eating like by 4. How old are you? Okay. Thank you. Hi, how are you? I mean, it's fair. She gets to tell you your age too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. A lot of people, especially women, does not like to say their age. I've never been ashamed to say my age. It's a number. It's a number. How many was it? 8, 4. Okay, guys. In a few more seconds, I'm gonna end the live. It's my dinner time. But it was definitely nice speaking with you. Your dad. Okay, that's what it is. Your dad. It was nice chatting with you. You said, "Hey, hello, I have a question for you." What's the question? As long as it's respectful, what's the question? I'm good. How about yourself? Thank you, Malcolm. All right, you're dead. You have a blessed rest of your day. Everyone, have a blessed rest of your day. Boom. I'm waiting for your question. If you're going to ask the question, please ask it because I'm going to end the live. You said I just said that? Okay, well, I said it again. He may have not heard me because he have not responded. Maybe he didn't hear me. And I'm going to say it one more time. Boom. You said, hello, I have a question for you. Now is the time to ask the question because in like 1 minute, I'm going to end the live. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining the live. Again, I hope you had a good New Year. I mean, a good Christmas, and I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a happy New Year. See you guys next time.